It's my pleasure to announce we've already gotten through 3 of our hosts. Myself, Zoe, and Shocks will be on stage for you guys, bringing you all the action on November 20th in Arlington. We've got one more joining the squad. I got a chance to sit down with him earlier. Let's take a look who it is.
Welcome to Ben Arcade Live.
Do you guys remember 10 years ago, pro scene? Do you remember what it was like?
LCS Countdown starts right now.
Best host event.
Oh, me, obviously. Come on.
Thank you very much, everyone. Lucky to be joined here by Showmaker ahead of the group stages here at MSI in Reykjavik, Iceland.
All right, fam, it's my pleasure to introduce my next guest and part of the hosting team for the 2021 Esports Awards ceremony. It's, of course, League of Legends and Valorant extraordinaire, James Dash Patterson. Mr. Dash, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Calling to you from my hotel room in Berlin, working off my iPad, stacked on a box to get the right height and all that stuff. But I'm well, man. I'm well.
That's the real, esports experience. Every time I go to the hotel, I just have to tell them, all right, so I'm going to take all the shades off your lamps. That's how this is going to work. So I feel that the true esports experience right there in Berlin. Obviously, well, I guess to us, you're there for League of Legends Worlds. It's right. Fun. You're there in person. How's it going?
I am so pumped. Theme of this year, right? Thank God, is the fact that we're starting to return to live events. And so the fact that earlier this year I got to go out to Iceland for both MSI and Masters. I got to come to Berlin for Masters 3. Happen to be wearing that hoodie right now. Represent, and then return again here for Worlds. First time I've seen all of the the EU faces on the EU talent squad since 2019. I mean, it is wild to think that It's been that long since November 2019 that I was able to see any of these people, hang out with them. It's been just an incredible experience to be out here. Glad we get to do it. It's been a grind, I will admit, as I'm sure a lot of people at home know. It was originally supposed to be in China, right? And so with that shift over to here, and they condensed the world schedule, they are long days. Right now, Shocks is doing a marathon of a day out there on the desk while I get the day off, and we're doing the swap. But again, that's where I'm so grateful to have such an incredible partner on the hosting team here in League that we can help each other out in that regard, and neither one of us is going to get worked to the bone too bad.
We're going to have something similar working out in Texas as well. You and Shock's going to be teamed up. We're also going to invite Zoe and, me. I'll be there, of course. So we'll have like the 4-person squad, rocking the Esports Awards hosting. There are some people also we haven't quite announced, so might be some more faces on stage, but it's going to be a squad task of hosting the Esports Awards. Are you excited for that sort of just a whole bunch of people hosting type deal, or?
I've been lucky enough to get to Arlington once before and experience it in its live fashion. The community that you talk about, getting to meet people that you almost feel like but maybe hadn't met yet. Again, at that time, I wasn't in the FPS space. And so I remember meeting all of these. I met Golden Boy for the first time in 2019. And I was like, I've watched you for years, man. I feel like I know you. And we made a promise to each other that we would work together one day. And we actually did.
There you go.
First strike for Valorant. I was able to toss to him for the very first time. And I was like, we're doing it, Golden Boy. It's going to be so much fun to watch all of those things come together again, to get to celebrate in person. Hey, all credit where credit's due. The fact that we even had an award show last year and it was done in such spectacular fashion, but it's going to be that much better when we're all there with a drink in hand, and hearing each other, pop off for everyone's victories and getting those speeches in real time and everything.
Like we said, I want to ask you one dirty question about League. I asked Shocks the same thing. Who's taking home the Summoners Cup this year?
I don't know how you can't pick Damwon after watching the utter destruction that they laid to FPX in game 1 of the tournament yesterday. So this is our defending world champions, right? So you're already going to put a little stock in the fact that it's the defending world champions against the world champions from the year prior, and they smashed them. They made it look easy. They made it look like it wasn't a competition. And so right now I'm putting my full weight behind Damwon to repeat and run back to back. They'd be the second team ever to do that. Obviously SKT, now T1, but at the time the SKT era put two together in a row before they dropped one and then won a third time. But I'm gonna go Damwon. I'm gonna go Damwon.
I like it. I think
what Shock said but now I'm just sitting here going, what did Shock say?
She basically led with Dom. She said the same thing and then gave us like a spicy, like Ooh. Somebody else. If not, I forget who she said, but she led with Dom. So like
that's that host brain right there. We're both we're both on Damwon. We're totally in sync. So yeah, makes sense.
Here's the correct answer. Here's what I'm rooting for. Here's the dark horse. Like that's what you do as the host, right? Like that's what you're doing. So I respect it. We'll see how it all works out. We asked Shocks a bunch of other questions. I think you've been on the fun side of things with our Esports Awards interviews as well. So we're going to give you a quick one or the other.
Okay.
All right. First question on the hot seat presented by Secret Lab. Top lane or mid lane?
Ooh, top lane.
LCS or LEC?
LCS.
Okay. Film or television?
Film.
Staying in or going out?
Going out.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Good. Suit and tie.
I mean, right. There's an actual right answer to that one. I just want to be very clear to everybody out there. The rest have all been preferences. That one is a right or a wrong.
Without a doubt. This is a fun one that we always have a fun time with. If you could time travel, that is. If you could time travel, would you rather go backwards or forwards?
Forwards. I can read about what's happened in the past, but I can only presume to guess what will happen in the future, and I would love to see way down the line.
Last question, and arguably my favorite one, actually inarguably my favorite one here on the hot seat presented by Secret Lab. Dash, would you rather be an Olympic gold medalist or a Nobel Peace Prize winner?
This is bad because I feel like everyone should choose Nobel Peace Prize winner. If you don't, that says a little something about your priorities in the world. But I'm going to go ahead and say something about my priorities in the world. I want to be an Olympic gold medalist. Hell yeah, man. Are you kidding me? Let's go personal glory all the way.
Yup. I like it. Like I said, I like that question. I think it says a lot about you. I don't think of it as a negative if you choose the gold medal. I think it just, like you said, it says something.
Yeah.
I think it's sick.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
Sweet.
And here's your moment of where we get you can do what you want with this one. Some people have gone pretty heavy. Some people have gone kind of jokey. But Dash, what does esports mean to you?
Oh, that is heavy, man. Esports to me is community. That is what it is, as you've said before. And I think, if anything, the last 2 years have highlighted that in a much more stark way than we ever could have imagined. I think perhaps we took for granted the community that we had around us when everything was happening in its normalcy, and happening at lightning quick speeds. But as soon as we lost it, we realized, holy crap, how much we missed it and how much we needed it. And I think for so many people out there, this is something they love, and whether it's number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 on that list of things they love, for all of us, we can come together around that fact, around that shared passion for competition and games and entertainment and the highs and lows. And that's what it is. And I missed it dearly while we were in remote. And I think it mattered even more in remote because it was one of the few things we could hold on to, right? While everything around us in the world was on fire and burning to the ground, esports stood strong. It stood tall, right? And we were still able to have that competition and have that celebration of a shared love together. And that's what we're going to do again on November 20th. And I'm just so ecstatic that this time around, I won't just be in the audience. I'll be up on that stage, hopefully making people laugh, making people smile, roasting, a person here or there, doing something stupid with you, Zoe, and Shocks. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to celebrate.
I'm all the way up there. I completely agree, man. It's all about the people, and it's all about the big show. Dash, one of the many people that will be joining us November 20th, as he said, at the Esports Awards. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and you are nominated for Esports Host of the Year, presented by Arlington.org. So best of luck with all that.
There's a weird pattern of hosting the Esports Awards and then winning it. Golden Boy did that. Shocks did that. But now both Shocks and I are up there. So I don't know if we're just going to have to duel on stage maybe. No, I'm kidding.
We'll make you Fortnite dance. It's all good.
Yeah. It's going to be a great time, man. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. If it's Fortnite, man, I'm going to lose. But anyway.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
James Dash, I'm F. Esports Awards, November 20th. Be there, either literally or watch online. We've got the whole big show, a whole bunch of people that you know and love, and everybody else.